Hello everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I thought I would film another bookish video where we do book things. I feel like that's what a lot of people are calling these videos nowadays. Honestly, I don't really know what I'm gonna get up to in this video. I've just really enjoyed throwing in a few less structured videos into my weekly uploads. So like in addition to Thursday's upload, we get a fun little bonus book video. So I was thinking we could go through my physical TBR, pick my next read because I'm a little bit undecided on what to do. Then I think I want to go book thrifting this week. I need to go make a drop off at the thrift store. So if I'm gonna be at the thrift store, there's gonna be books. So give me one sec. I'm gonna grab my physical TBR, which is so small again, and I'm so excited. Give me a sec. Okay, so as of now, I have 7 books on my physical TBR, and one of them has been lent to me by a friend, so really 6. I'll go through the books really quickly and then we'll pick one. So first I have The House of Mirth by Edith Wharton. Then I have Dance of Thieves by Mary E. Pearson. I'm so excited, honestly, about most of the books that I have left on my physical TBR. Some of them do intimidate me a little bit, like this one, The Atlas Six by Olivia Blake. I don't know why it intimidates me. I really have no idea. Then I have Things We Left Behind, but I need to read the second book in this series, so this is kind of out. I do want to read this though. Then I have The Bee Sting by Paul Murray. This is huge, and I'm not sure if I'm in the mood for a huge book right now, but that's another problem for another day. Then I have The False Prince by Jennifer A. Nielsen, and then lastly we have Queen of Shadows by Sarah J. Maas. So these are literally all of the books that I own that I haven't read yet, and I think I'm gonna prioritize the books that got chosen in my June TBR video, which leaves us with Queen of Shadows and The False Prince. See, here's the problem. I think I'm more in the mood for Queen of Shadows, but also this book is pretty long, and I don't know if I'm in the mood for a long book, but I love that I'm already familiar with this world, if that makes sense. So this is, I think, option number 1. And then, like I said, we have The False Prince. This is the book that has been lent to me by my friend Claire. Claire, if you're watching, I told you I need to read this book, and I don't actually know much about it. The back literally just says, a bold plot leads an orphan on a terrible journey to the brink of treason. Dun dun dun. And this is YA, and it's like 300 pages. You know what? As I'm talking, I think this is the book that I'm gonna read in this video. I might also get to Queen of Shadows in this video. It just is gonna depend on what I get up to this week. But if you guys have any words of encouragement related to these 5 books, yeah, let me know in the comment section down below.
Hello besties, I thought I'd pick up my camera and update you all because right now I need to go to the thrift store to drop a bunch of my stuff off just to donate. If you saw my most recent video where I read cowboy romance books for a week, I kind of like announced / told you guys that I'm gonna be moving to Texas. So there's a lot of things that I've been doing between now and my move date just to prepare. So I need to go to the thrift store to drop a bunch of crap off, but I can't go to the thrift store without looking at the books that they have there. So that's my plan. Get this done and then browse the book section and just see what I find. Which, is that a little counterintuitive to donate stuff to then accumulate stuff? Yes, but I'm only gonna get something if I desperately want it and I know that I'm gonna read it soon. So off we go. Okay, I dropped everything off pretty smooth. Now I'm gonna run inside and see if they have anything fun.
I think I have 3 updates for everybody. First of all, the thrift store was an absolute flop. There were a lot of books there that were really good that I've already read before, if that makes sense. Like, I didn't want to buy them because I've already read them, or they were good but they weren't high enough on my list to justify buying them, especially because I'm moving and that's just more stuff to bring with me wherever I go. But on the other hand, after that, I went to Barnes and Noble to grab a gift card for one of my friends for her birthday. It's actually the same person who recommended me The False Prince. But when I was there, when I was at Barnes and Noble, I found a book. And like I said, I wasn't planning on buying anything when I went to Barnes and Noble, but this book I've been wanting to read for a really long time, and it's not on Kindle Unlimited, and the wait at my library is really, really long. So I thought I would just do it. And that book is Part of Your World by Abby Jimenez. This is the first book in an interconnected standalone series that she wrote, and her newest release, just for the summer, is the 3rd in this series. And I heard that you'll have the best experience reading that book if you've read the first 2. So I found a good reason to justify this purchase, and then I also had a $5 off from my Barnes & Noble membership. And oh, I didn't even mention this. This was their last copy and it's damaged, so I got 15% off. And for me, that was really, really fun and exciting. And then I have so many updates. This is so fun. The next thing is I went to my friend's birthday, gave her the gift card, all is well. But while I was there, she asked me if I wanted this book. She just read it. It's called Actor Age, Evie Brown. And I don't know if this is the 2nd or the 3rd book in the Brown Sisters trilogy. I think that's what it's called. I've read Get a Life, Chloe Brown years ago, and then I just never continued the series. Honestly, I'm really happy to have this book. So that's my little book haul, a little romance book haul. And I literally have like no romance books left on my TBR shelf. So this is fun and exciting. And then the last update that I have for you guys is The False Prince. I don't know if I'd even started this book the last time that I picked up the camera. I really don't know. But now I'm on page 249, chapter 41. So I have made hefty progress. This book is YA, so it goes super, super quickly. And it follows the story of a boy named, oh God, this is embarrassing, Sage. He is an orphan, super, super poor. And then one day, this like rich guy comes and pretty much just buys him from the orphanage and is like, hey, I have a master plan. You're gonna be a part of it. And there's also 2 other orphan boys involved. And it gets kind of wild and crazy. I don't want to say too much more because honestly, if you know anything more about it, it could be a spoiler. But I do want to say that I'm having a really good time reading this book. I feel like it was a little bit slow to start, only because I didn't really know where the book was headed. And I know that this is the first in what I believe is a trilogy. So I thought a lot more would happen in this book, but there's so much that like I don't think could possibly happen in the last, I don't know, under 100 pages. So yeah, I'm very curious to see where this goes, and I have a strong feeling it's gonna leave off on a cliffhanger, which I do have a love-hate relationship with, and I do not own any of this series since this is my friend's book. So I think those are all of my updates. That was a lot. Basically, Thrift Store was a flop, Barnes & Noble was a success, got a book from a friend, and I'm reading the same friend's book, and I'm really enjoying it. Guys, I finished The False Prince and this book got good. Like, I know I said that I was enjoying it, and I was, but I feel like I wasn't fully connecting with the story and the characters. But the end of this book really picked up, and I found myself feeling so invested in what happened to Sage, the orphans, and like the other characters in this story. And let me say, there is a plot twist towards the end of here. Without spoilers, the thought that was the plot twist crossed my mind, but I let it go. So when it came up, I was still definitely surprised that it happened. I think my final rating for this book is going to be a 4 stars. And I actually do want to continue the series. I don't know where to get the rest of the series, if it's at my library, if I can get it on Kindle Unlimited. So I'm gonna have to figure that out, because this is my friend's book and I need to give it back to her. But I'm so glad that I finally got around to this, because it's been sitting on my shelf for a while, and A, I just don't like it when books are sitting on my shelf for a long time. Like, I want to read them, and then B, I just wanted to return this to my lovely friend. This is another book in the can. It's done. I do now think that I'm gonna read Queen of Shadows. I don't know, I'm feeling a little bit reading slumpy right now. The reason being, my TBR video picked like a whole bunch of fantasy books for me to be reading in June, and I just haven't been in the fantasy mood. Like, literally, I think the 4 books that are left that got chosen were fantasy. I just don't know if I want to pick up a fantasy book, but I really want to respect what the video chose. So we're going to tackle that at a later date. The only other update that I can think of right now is lately I've been wanting to start a reading journal, but honestly, I am so busy, like, not to be dramatic or anything, but there's so many things that I feel like I'm balancing right now, and it's difficult for me to like sit down and have time to do an actual reading journal. So I've been starting to design a digital reading journal that I could use on Canva that is suited to my needs for reading journal, if that makes sense. So I don't think I'm going to include it in this video, because I'm still learning how to set that up, how to make a cute one and one that actually works for me. But if you guys are interested in that, in like seeing it, or even maybe being able to use it, definitely let me know in the comment section down below. I've been having fun with it, and I do feel like it's gonna save me a lot of time on a physical reading journal, but I really want a space other than Goodreads to track everything that I do, and I think it's gonna help a lot with this channel. I think those are all my updates. I wasn't expecting this to be like a full-fledged reading vlog for The False Prince, but that's totally what this video ended up being. I had a lot of fun reading this book, and let me know if you guys like these more chill book vlogs where we, I don't know, go book shopping and read books that aren't for specific videos. Lastly, as always, I just want to give out a quick shout out to some of my lovely subscribers. If you guys comment down below, I will shout you out in a video. First, I want to shout out at Tiffany Francesca. Tiffany said, congrats on moving, this is so exciting. And she also didn't like Done and Dusted, which I didn't either. And thank you for the moving congrats. I'm excited, but I'm also mostly scared, to be fully honest. And I also wanted to shout out at Leslie.08, who said, wow, I'm so excited for this on my cowboy romance reading vlog. Thank you so much. Literally, the fact that these videos could make people excited just absolutely warms my heart. So yeah, okay, I think that's all from me. I love you guys. Thank you so much for being here, sticking all the way to the end. And I hope you're having a great day and a great reading month, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!